Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about those messages from spirit and reminding you to tune in to those signs that surround us. As we know, our angels and guides and loved ones in spirit communicate with us in many different ways. One of those well known messages tend to be those pennies from heaven, even the quarters and the dimes and coins from other countries. They may show up in those unexpected places. I always encourage you to look at it, pick it up, look at the date, see if it has a special meaning to you. It may, or it may just be a recognition of awareness and tuning in that way. I also love those cloud formations and those beautiful images that we get in nature, those messages in nature, whether it be the heart-shaped rocks or the trees and faces or other messages of that sort. I know many of you also get messages from songs, song lyrics. They may be songs that are literally playing on the radio, or it could just be a clip of a song that comes within our mind. So I encourage you to take note when that happens. You may not be familiar with that song, but I have no doubt that your angels, guides, and loved ones in spirit do, and they're communicating a message to you through those song lyrics. You may be guided to actually YouTube or Google up that song lyric just to see what it shows for you. Also, those number sequences. Many of us have seen the triple digits, the repeating digits, that 111 or 1111 or 444, 333, and so on. If we begin tuning in and recognizing them on the clock, as well as on receipts and license plates, we are going to get more of that. The beautiful thing is when our awareness is heightened, we're going to tune into that. A little example of my own, I was born at 4:44 p.m. And I always recognize that that was a special time. Now, I love referencing this book from Doreen Virtue, Angel Numbers 101. And to look it up, 444 says there are angels, they're everywhere around you. You are completely loved, supported, and guided by many heavenly beings, and you have nothing to fear. And so, even knowing when I first saw that triple digit, I thought it was pretty special. And then when I came across this book, I thought it was really cool, knowing, of course, that I do have that angelic support, and that is validation of it. Also, please know that you want to discern the meanings of the messages for yourself specifically. So you don't necessarily have to reference a book or reference a website, but you may be guided to do so. In those instances, just practice discernment and see how that message resonates with you personally. Also, thinking about those license plates. I know many times I will be driving and then a license plate comes in front of me. Just last week, there was a car come in front of me and it said Imagine. And I thought, I love that. And then yesterday, when we were out and about, there was a car that said, I am joyful. And so just little reminders. So I know that the people that have these plates purposefully have those tags, but the notion too that they come into our awareness and we're tuned in and we see them is something about heightening our awareness and recognizing that we're tuned in and paying attention. Now, one of the animal messengers that I absolutely love also when we think of the way spirit communicates with us are through the cardinals, those beautiful red birds, the hummingbirds, also the dragonflies and the butterflies and other messengers as well. I often acknowledge this book, Ted Andrews' Animal Speak Pocket Guide, and this is just a great reference from my perspective. This one is the short version. As you can see, it's pretty thin, but it gives many of the messages that of the animals' messages that we would recognize for sure. So taking a look here, yesterday I was out at my little cabin and I just happened to open the door and I noticed a tiny little praying mantis and it was only maybe a half-inch big and it just happened to be right there. Now I paid very good attention where I was at, where it was and so on, because of course I didn't want to hurt it in any way and I wanted to make sure that it was good and all of that. So I was guided to see what praying mantis means. And in this book, it does have it categorized by birds and insects and animals and so on. So, looking here at praying mantis, and the message says stillness, and it says be patient for success, be alert to opportunities and to dangers, develop stillness and trust in your own intuitive abilities. And what I love about this message is because I recognized, especially the size of it, I was very aware of knowing that I did not want to hurt it in any way, of course. So I know that's also being very mindful, being tuned in as well. I've had a lot of bunny rabbits, so I want to share with you what rabbit means. Looking here once again in the book, and rabbit says, wait. It says, look for fertile signs and use the lunar cycle. If unsure, wait. Answers will become clear within a month, then movement is assured. So to me, this rabbit message is a reminder, once again, of patience, of awareness, of being tuned in, and also of creation. So knowing that we can get very clear. And sometimes we just have to be very present, very mindful in order to do just that as well. So, knowing once again, there are so many ways that our angels, guides, and loved ones communicate with us. It's a matter of recognizing the signs, not obsessing over them, but instead tuning into them and being very thankful that they cross our paths. So I hope all of you have a wonderful day. If you have some topics that you would like me to address, please send me an email or a message through my website, shellyrwilson.com. Thank you so much.